You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters, this is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The Bronze Bomber, 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. And facing him here is this man, Oleksandr Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach.
There's an amazing reach advantage, which you don't actually realize is there until you get popped by that jab. The distance that's created is ridiculous.
Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart. Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. A perfect counter shot. They exchange punches. Solid punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Looking to land the hook. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful though. Good one.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Another scoring shot there. Nice counter punch right. Wise move here to try and slow the momentum down here by grabbing on.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just gestured.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punch. Better be careful, the referee may take a point if he keeps clean. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes, we just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, it's a smart move to clinch, but you can't do that too often.
You cannot do it too often because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
That's another scoring shot. That uppercut misses. And he will hold here, and good thing he did because he was getting beaten up.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
It may not be pretty, but sometimes clinching is effective.
You've got to save that in the back because if you're ever hit and hurt, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step off again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee, then let go.
Swing and a miss with the jab. These punches coming from every angle. You know the scorecards are going to be... So once again, they'll clinch, and one of these fighters has got to take the lead here.
Now, sometimes style makes fight, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions, and a good decision here to hold on.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. That punch lands.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Caught him. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. These two fighters are made for one another. Those counter punches have to hurt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shot. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he goes downstairs, finally a body shot. That punch landed. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
A swing and a miss with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Fantastic punch. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Why does he continue to hold? The referee can take a point here.
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But there's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull the arm out the shoulder, lean on them, but do it on the blind side of the referee. So he doesn't know.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. The judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Incredible bombs landing. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
And a wise move there to clinch.
Sometimes you got to go with the instinct. Hold on tight till your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
Swing and a miss with the hook. How many more times is the referee going to let these fighters clinch each other without taking a point?
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
What a punch! As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Caught him! Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. This has been a very competitive round between these two. Can't land that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Good punch. Hey, those punches add up. Holding nothing back here in the round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Good left counter that lands. Both of these fighters have had their moments. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more, try some stick and moves. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. A lot of effort being exerted here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them. They may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt and someone's going to react.
You don't want to trade shots. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Oh, what a punch! We came here for a fight, and we've got a hugging contest.
What you've got to do is you're doing it to get an advantage. The comparison is probably football. Ballers are protect.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn.
Did you see that? Let me jump in for just a second. How about that time counter shot? Defense is not an option for these two. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice job getting that punch through. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Good punch. That jab misses. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What a massive upset this would be. And there it is, the knockdown punch we knew was coming. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Misses with that uppercut. Good defense there with that left hook. Good counter punching.
That's nothing. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Good one. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some...
So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges. Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that...
And that's the right decision here. Veteran move to grab on, but as you know, you can't do it too often.
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But it's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull them, pull the arm out the shoulder, lean on them, but do it on the blind side.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice veteran move here. The corner is outraged, and yes, the referee will step in and deduct a point.
About time, ref.
Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.